Alright, today's video I'm going to do a quick performance of my new Hypnotized card. So here's the effect. You have a signed card, or you don't have to have it signed if you don't want to. They're going to put the card back into the deck, just like so. Okay, and then I'm going to show you that these four cards here, okay, are not your card, obviously. Okay, we're going to show the first one, which is the 9 of spades, 3 of clubs, 5 of diamonds, and 7 of clubs. Okay, now I'm going to hypnotize you so that these cards are all going to look the same. Okay, if I snap my fingers, you're hypnotized. You're going to believe that these cards are actually your card. Okay, just like that. The first one changes into your card. There's a king of spades. Okay, the second one changes into your card. Okay, there's a king of spades. The third one changes into your card. Okay, it's a king of spades. And the fourth one comes to your card. Okay. Now the hypnotizing only takes so long. It wears off after a moment. But you can see I have a king here. Okay. So there's a king right there on the top. Okay. There's a king on the bottom. Okay. There's a king there. And a king there. So they're all kings. Now, if I snap my fingers again, I can actually change these cards into the 4 aces. Okay, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. Okay. Now, over here inside the box, we have 1 card, which I'm not going to touch that card. Okay, but I'm going to take that out of the box there. Okay, I'm not going to touch the card, but I'm going to have you touch it. I'm going to have you actually just pick that up and turn that over. So I have the spectator turn that over, and then when they turn that over, there inside the card box the whole time was the card. Alright, today's video I'm going to show you a really nice card effect. This is something that I've come up with. It's a really cool effect. So what you want to do, you start off, you're going to take the ace of diamonds, put that in the box, okay, so that it's face down like that. And what you're going to do is you have the box sitting down here to your left. You're going to have 4 X cards. You're going to use soft spot cards, okay. You're going to have 3 aces. The third card you're going to use like a king of spades. You're going to see why. So it pales in comparison to the aces. Okay. You're going to start off and you're going to do a force. Okay. And this is the force that I use. It's kind of like a bluff force. And what you're going to do is you're going to have them say stop. Okay. You're then going to pretend to pick this up, and you're actually picking up only 2 cards. Okay. And that's so that you can show them this card. Say remember your card. Okay. Now you come down and you do the bluff pass subtlety. This is bluff pass subtlety that I use from my friend Scott Bevere. It's a friend from high school, and this is really one of the best bluff pass subtleties. A lot of the people doing the bluff pass videos on YouTube, they're doing it wrong, and I'll explain to you why. Because when they say stop, you're going to stop. You're going to come over, and when you take this, if you have this big huge chunk, then they're going to notice this. So this is a subtlety from Roger Klaus. You can either bevel a deck, or you can do like a bevel in and then bevel out. So this makes this look, it's kind of like aerodynamic, like an illusion, you know, that uses this same principle here. So you want to use that. Why? Because it's much cleaner. So how do you get into that? Well, you go here. Now you can just bevel with your fingers here. Okay, so this will look thinner, and you can bevel back with your thumb. And that will be done as you picking that up. See, so it's like this, stop, and then you're beveling underneath with your fingers. Okay, whether you bevel like this. Now you're going to show them the card. That's the king of spades. That's a forced card. Now when you come down, this is going to do the kick cut action. Okay, and with the kick cut, it's basically you're doing this action. You have 2 cards held here, only 2 cards, and this is beveled. And then when you come on top, you're going to, with your first finger, you're going to push that in. So that will gives it a really nice effect, as you can see. One more time, as you come down, boom, you kick this, so it looks like you put half on top. That's a nice bluff pass there. So now what you've got is you've got the 3 aces on top with the third position as the king of spades, and what you're going to do is you're going to take out, you have these on bottom, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to you could have them on top if you want. Say you put 2 on top, 2 on bottom, and you'll see why. It's because you're going to show, look, it's not on top and it's not on bottom. So that's a way to give you your 4 X cards and get you in position. So then as you're doing that, you're going to spread over the break on the 3 aces in the selected card. Then you're going to do a switch out. Okay, here's a switch out. As you come over like this, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up all 4. You're then going to do a Browy addition. Okay, so that will be like this. As you go 1, okay, you're going to show, hold everything nice and tight in the fingers, and you're going to hide the edge away. This is a J.K. Hartman's secret subtraction. It's a Browy addition. There's other variations of that. Okay, J.K. Hartman's secret subtraction. Now you're going to spread these down. Set the deck down off to the side. Okay, so they should think these are 4 indifferent cards, which we're going to change into the first selection. So we'll do a triple lift. We're going to do a 4-way count here. Okay, so we're going to say, look, 1 kind of looks like your card, and you say, if you see your card, don't tell me, or however you're going to present it. You know, you don't have to do it that way. You can say, look, we're going to hypnotize you. It's probably one of the best ways to do it. Say, we're going to hypnotize you and swing a necklace, you know, and then we're going to make you believe that these 4 indifferent cards are looking like your card. So that's probably the way I would do it, right? With the hypnotizing premise. You're then going to do a double here. You're then going to do a single. Now what you do is you pretend to come over with this, and you're going to do just it's like a bottom deal, but basically it's just a switch here. Okay, it's like a top change in there, and that really flies well. It does, because then you can show that. So we'll do that again. Okay. This is the position that we're actually going to be in. Okay, we're going to be in, when we begin, we're going to have the 3 aces and the selected card in the third position. So you're going to swing the necklace however you want to present it. I'm going to hypnotize you to believe these cards look like your card. You snap your fingers, you're hypnotized. The first one, you're going to do a 4-way count. Okay, this is going to be, this is actually a triple lift. Then you're going to take this over, you're going to do a double lift. Okay, it's a diminishing count, 4-way, right? Now here's where you do the maneuver here, which is just like that. It's really clean, and then you come over like this. Now you could also use what I'm going to show you here, which is my version of Allan Ackerman's frustration rhythm count. And what I do is I have this on the bottom, okay, and then I'm going to take this over here, and I'm going to just do like a double deal. I'm going to start to do a double deal so I can square up the bottom card with the top card. And they won't see anything, there's nothing to see, but you're actually taking the bottom card underneath the top card. And what is that for? You'll see why. This is really clever. What I do is I do a spinning, but I spin it this way so I can show this on the top. Okay, and now you immediately go into that's a double lift, so you're setting down an ace. Then you show, at this point, what I do is I show, okay, let me back it up, sorry, I was trying to remember. Okay, so I'm here. Then when I come down here, I'm going to use this action. What does that do? You've got it basically in a lateral palm, a Stranko palm, lateral palm, because that's going to look like it's on top, because you just brought it from the bottom, correct? So we'll go back into it. This is my version of my mentor Allan Ackerman's frustration rhythm count, okay, but it is different. I'll show you why. I come over and I do this, okay, then I do go into a spinning lift. Okay, now when I come down, it's going to look like I do this, but what I'm actually doing is I'm doing the spinning lift that I brought from the bottom, okay, and then from the side view I'm just getting this into Stranko palm. So as you can see, this one's in Stranko palm when I'm working with the double, and they won't see it because it looks like I'm just putting it back on top, but I'm actually bringing it back to the bottom. So see it loading to the bottom. So I just showed it from the bottom to the top. Now it's back on the bottom, but I can show it here. Okay, this is really clean. And as I casually show this one, okay. So now what I do is I come over and I go like this. I go here, okay. Then I take this one. Set it down, because this is like the frustration action. Okay, it's this here. Now I go here. Okay, so let's back it up and we'll do that again. So the first one is here. Okay, it's on the bottom. You're going to do, basically it's a version of the Christaneman alignment, but Ackerman believes that the Christaneman alignment is he calls it a horrid move. So that's why I've substituted this. Okay, this is much better, because you're going right back into, from the bottom to the top and right back to the bottom. And you'll say, what is that for? Well, you'll see why. You're going to go here as you show that. Then you go, there's 2, okay? Then that's 3, and now you can go 4, okay? Now you could do this, which I sometimes will do, which is a motion of Jean-Pierre Vallerino from France, the FISM winner, and what he does is he peels this back, and I think that's good to do on the last one, so I'll probably do, it's incorporating a lot of things, but it's, instead of doing the old regular frustration, which is not as strong. I mean, it works, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but this is the idea. Okay, it was just on the bottom after the diminishing count. You simply stole the bottom and top card together under the ruse of doing the spinning double, okay, which you go right into. Then you go into the lateral palm, this position, which will bring it right back to the bottom. Okay, looks like you just showed it on top. We set it down. Now you showing here. Okay, then you're showing over here, and then I would probably go into Vallerino here. Okay, there's different theories. Now you did all of that. You convinced him. Now you're going to do the change. You do an Elmsley count. Okay, you do push through. You do the Elmsley count. Okay, you show 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. Okay, so again, push through the fist flourish. Elmsley count. Show 4 aces. Now, here's where it gets interesting. What you do is you set the top and bottom down. You set these 2 aces down. You're going to show over here in the box is 1 card, okay, which you dump out. Then you don't touch that card, and you go into the Gordon Bean Jack Carpenter display here, where you come over like this, and you're going to not touch the card, come up. You're going to do a switch here. That's the switch. Okay, and it can't be seen because it's covered. And it looks like you're just picking up that card as you say, I want you to turn that over. And they turn it over. This could be a signed card, and you want it to be so to believe it. So there you go. Enjoy.